Are you looking to grow your network, hone your skills, and become a leader in the legal profession? You should consider applying for a spot in the Ware Leadership Academy. Hello, I'm Jeff M. Brown, legal writer with the State Bar of Wisconsin. The annual two-day academy offers lawyers opportunities to work on time management, polish their public speaking skills, engage in active listening, and build trust and respect. With me today to discuss her experience in the Leadership Academy is Kristen Hardy, Assistant General Counsel and Assistant Secretary with Northwestern Mutual in Milwaukee. Kristen is also a former State Bar Secretary and currently serves as the chair of the State Board of Bar Governors. Welcome, Kristen.
Thanks, Jeff.
Tell me a little bit about your Leadership Academy experience. What inspired you to apply to the Academy?
Yeah, so I had the great fortune of being in the inaugural class, and frankly, the marketing materials were great. It sounded like a good opportunity to network with my peers, learn more about the State Bar, and just get some new practical leadership skills under my belt. So I ultimately applied. I found out several of my other classmates, and then a lot of other people I didn't know also applied. So we had a really cool cohort my first time doing it.
Was it relatively diverse across practice areas, ages, and areas of the state?
It was very diverse. There were people who weren't practicing at all, who were former practicing lawyers. We had, I think, one or two partners. We had someone who was, I think, interested in going out for a judge at some point, people in academia, in-house, government. I mean, there may have been representation across the board. So that made it a more meaningful experience as well, because I got the opportunity to network with people who were in various stages of their careers and had various interests.
Great, great. You've been very active in State Bar activities and leadership. Did your Leadership Academy experience play a role in motivating you to get involved with the State Bar?
100%. It gives you a insight that you may not have had into the bar. I was relatively early in my practice when I went through the academy. So I guess I didn't appreciate the breadth of the State Bar and everything that you could do and get involved with. The really cool thing about the State Bar is there are various levels of involvement depending on what you want to do. If you want to join a committee or you want to, be the president, there are all these different levels and different ways to get engaged. So 100%. I think after I went through the academy, I eventually joined the board for the Young Lawyers Division. And then, as you mentioned earlier, eventually became secretary of the bar, and then now the chairperson for the Board of Governors. So it definitely motivated me, gave me really practical tools, leadership tools, and again, just gave me insight into what the bar does and the people who are members of keeping the engine moving, so to speak.
Yes, well, maybe there's a future secretary or a board chairperson or even president out there right now that's watching this. You're a speaker this year at the Academy. Can you talk a little bit about, or you were a speaker last year as well and this year. Can you talk a little bit about what it's like to be on the other side of the table or the lectern, so to speak, and be a presenter?
It's really cool. I mean, it's intimidating too, to kind of stand up there in front of all these bright young lawyers or lawyers just from a bunch of different practice areas and different areas around the state. I did a piece last year about networking, but it really focused on kind of the branding of yourself and then using the branding of yourself as a tool for networking and more engagement, regardless if you're an introvert or extrovert. And they asked me to come back this year, and I'm really excited to present. A lot of people I knew last year who were participating in the academy, and they were like, I didn't know these things about you. And I didn't even think about these things about myself until you kind of posed these questions and gave this presentation. So it's exciting and it's fun, and it's really a good way to give back. Again, I was in the inaugural class. It was very meaningful to me. So I'm happy to come up to Madison and present and try to be somewhat inspiring to someone else who may want to stand on the other side of the podium one day as well.
Okay, great. Thanks for your time today, Kristen. The deadline for applications for the Leadership Academy is September 12th. For more information on applying to the Ware Leadership Academy, go to wisbar.org, then click on the About Us tab that appears on the top of the page, then click on the Leadership tab. Thanks. Thanks again, Kristen. Bye-bye.